With over 900 active listings on eBay and Poshmark and a year since my last inventory audit, how bad will my audit be? Stay tuned to find out and to get a step-by-step guide on how to run your own inventory audit. The end of a year is the perfect opportunity to run a reseller inventory audit. Now, it might not be the most fun way to spend a few hours, but if you've ever gone to ship something and realized it had already sold and never got taken down off a platform, you know that panic, and you know that doing an inventory audit is how you can prevent those mistakes from happening again. So I'm going to walk you through step by step on how I run my inventory audits. So step one is that you need to download your inventory reports from whatever platforms you sell on. Let's walk through how to run your inventory report on Poshmark. Once you open up your app, you're going to click down in the right-hand corner where your closet name is. Then you're going to scroll down until you get to My Seller Tools. Once you get to My Seller Tools, you're gonna see a button that says Your Inventory Report, and now you can download that report and have it emailed to you. Now let's walk through how to pull that same inventory report on eBay. Once you're in your eBay Seller Hub, click on Reports. Then on the left-hand side, click on Downloads. Under Source, select Listings. You'll see a screen pop up, and under Select Report Source, you're going to select Listings again. Then you'll select All Active Listings. Then you'll click the Download button. You then should see the report pop up in your downloads. I also happen to sell on Curtsy, but Curtsy automatically updates from my Poshmark listings. So any changes I make to my Poshmark closet will automatically take place in my Curtsy closet, so I don't have to run an inventory report for that platform. So what am I going to be looking for during this inventory audit? First of all, I want to make sure that all of my listings are on both of my platforms. So is something listed on Poshmark and not on eBay, or vice versa? Or worst case scenario, is it listed nowhere? Maybe it was a return that didn't get handled properly. Who knows? There could be a lot of reasons a listing stops showing up in your inventory, and an inventory audit is a great way to find those so that you can get those items relisted ASAP. I'm also looking for items that maybe I've had listed way too long. Maybe they were just a bad buy and it's time to pull those items from inventory and take them maybe to a buy-sell trade store. I also want to keep an eye out for listings that show up on a platform, but I don't actually have. Maybe it never got taken down after being sold. I think those are the most critical mistakes to catch. I store all of my inventory in my basement using boxes that measure 8 by 8 by 30. These are linked in my Amazon must-haves. I currently have around 900 active listings. My current storage system would allow me to have up to 1,200 listings on these shelves. I also brought down 2 IKEA bags. That way, as I go through this inventory audit, I can put a bag for items that aren't listed anywhere that I need to re-photograph and get relisted. And then I've got another bag for things that I might pull to take to a buy-sell trade store. So I brought my laptop down to where I store my inventory, and I have my inventory reports pulled up here in SKU number order so that I can compare it on both platforms. I've also got a notes section pulled up here on my laptop so I can make notes about maybe a SKU number is only listed on eBay or only listed on Poshmark. Or maybe I write down the SKU number so that I can make sure to pull it from my listings if I've decided to donate it to like a buy-sell trade store. So this is what the inventory report looks like once they've downloaded and I've pulled them up on my laptop. These are just Excel spreadsheets, so it's easy to highlight the SKU number column and put them in ascending order. So as I pull my inventory boxes, the SKUs will match up for each platform. This would also probably work similarly if you had your items listed as box 1, box 2, or A, B, C, whatever SKU number or inventory placement you give it, it would probably still work the same way. So here's how my inventory SKU box system works. You can see they're labeled with the ability to fit 10 items in each box. And then inside of that box, these all have a SKU number. So this is 001. And now I'm gonna go to my inventory reports, and it says that it should be an Athleta jumpsuit for both platforms that it's listed on, which I can already tell from looking at it. I remember this listing, and that's exactly what it is. So this one's good. And now I can move on to the next SKU and keep working my way through all of my inventory. Now, there's a few different ways you can do an inventory SKU system. I personally reuse my SKU numbers. So when 001 sells, I'm going to take this out of the bag. I'm going to ship it up, send it off to its new owner, and then I'm going to reuse this gallon bag for another listing that I'm going to photograph. Now, some people don't reuse numbers and have everything in here by date. It's completely a personal preference. If you'd like me to do a full tutorial or, show you more about my storage system, let me know in the comments. Check back in with you guys about halfway through this audit and see how we're doing, if there's a lot of stuff that's mixed up or if I'm doing pretty good. But let's check back in a little while. Okay, so I am about to finish up my first 200 listings for my audit. So far, the only issue that I found is one item had the wrong SKU number listed, so I was able to fix that. That would have been a major issue when it went to sell. I wouldn't have been able to find it. That would have been a little rough, so I am glad I found that. And so far, going through my first 200 has maybe taken me about 30 minutes. I have around 900 total active listings, so hopefully I can get this whole thing done in just a couple of hours. I'll check back soon. All this hard work deserves a little lunch break. If you're from Cincinnati, then you're familiar with Cincinnati chili, and your family is either a Skyline family or a Gold Star family. Our family is a Skyline family. In fact, both of my kids worked here during high school. Skyline is most famous for their chili spaghetti three-ways and their cheese conies. And of course, you always have some oyster crackers on the side. I'd love to know if you guys have ever tried Cincinnati chili. Let me know in the comments. All right, there you have it. My inventory audit is complete. It actually went a lot faster than I was even hoping for, so I'm really glad about that. And I'm also really glad that I didn't find a ton of mistakes. That means what I'm doing as far as taking listings off when they sell and my inventory process is really working for me. I ended up pulling about 5 pieces just to be donated. They were items that I had remembered listing with flaws, and I was just like, you know what, let's just move on from those. I found one listing that was double listed on Poshmark. I found 2 items that were only listed on Poshmark and not on eBay. And I found about 3 items that weren't listed anywhere. But overall, a really successful inventory audit. Let me know if you guys are doing an inventory audit anytime soon.